I wanted to provide an update on the fatal beating of Ethan Liming. I've covered the case a little bit. This case got national attention because Ethan's death was controversial and took place on the grounds of LeBron James's I Promise School in Akron, Ohio. And now that we've heard some of the horrific details of Ethan's death, I just wanted to pass along what we know today. There was an actual shoe print on the chest of Ethan, and that part was just so horrible to hear, along with him having a black eye, an injury to the bone that connects the skull with the spinal cord. According to the medical examiner, Ethan died of blunt force trauma. We covered previously, and I'll link to all the videos below, where the murder suspect's lawyer spoke about, oh, maybe Ethan was just punched and fell on the concrete and that caused the injury. Well, what caused a shoe print to be found on Ethan's chest? I think that's a hard one to get past. These injuries sound extensive and horrible, even though the murder suspect's lawyers will argue that they were afraid, they were the ones being assaulted, they were the ones being chased with a splatterball gun, they likely feared for their lives. I think it'll be difficult to convince any jury of any of their peers that it was a necessity to come back and beat Ethan to death. I think there are ways to neutralize a threat against you without beating the person to death. When police arrived on the scene, Ethan was lying on his back and bleeding from his head, mouth, nose, and ears. And this occipital bone was broken. That was the only bone broken in Ethan's body. Stay tuned as we follow what may happen with those 3 murder suspects who are still waiting in jail on $1 million bond. We will see what the grand jury decides and see how long it takes to move through the justice system with their trial or what have you, however this ends up. At least one of the murder suspects, Tyler Stafford, has his aunt speaking out on his behalf. This case, of course, is causing divides. Like we spoke of, one person on one extreme, they don't blame these 3 murder suspects for feeling so violated and afraid, and their actions supposedly were justified on one extreme, and the other extreme, people who are blaming LeBron for this whole brouhaha and calling him some kind of Lord knows what for not speaking out more, this social media warrior, or even worse words that I don't even want to say. But truth will prevail. I don't believe in the free Akron 3. There's some free the Akron 3 movement, as if these 3 murder suspects are completely innocent and it was all just self-defense and they can get out. You know, stranger things have happened. O.J. Simpson is walking the earth. I don't know. Do they have a case? Yes, they can fight their case. Will they get off on all charges? Only God knows. Will those charges be lessened from murder to manslaughter? We will have to keep our eyes open. In July, perhaps we should know what the grand jury decides, and I'll keep track of the court updates. In the meantime, I will likely publish those crime reports or crime updates on my other channel, Plunder. Plunder is focused mainly on true crime, so I will continue to give updates over there. There is probably where you found me. So on Mooney Motion, I thought I would expand the topics, try a variety of topics to see what really resonates with you. Reporting on true crime all the time can be a heavy topic, so I thought with this channel, Mooney Motion, we can break it up sometimes and maybe discuss other things. Maybe you're interested in starting your own YouTube channel or information about Facebook, financial stuff, what have you. So stick with me over here if you want to kind of see a hodgepodge of everything else. And for the true crime updates, like in the case of Ethan Liming, find me over on Plunder, which is focused on true crime. So thanks for watching. Let's close with Psalm 138:8. The Lord will vindicate me. Your love, Lord, endures forever. Do not abandon the works of your hands. Thank you.